Hey y'all. So it's the holiday season. I'm running around making cooking videos for y'all, like always. But when it comes to the holidays, I usually do like a what I got my family for Christmas video. Um, every year I have a lot of comments about how I'm not buying enough for this person, or I'm not spending enough on this person. My kids are older. My youngest is 14, and so kind of like they have all these things that they buy for themselves. They are, all of them work, of course, because they're either teenagers or young adults. And the youngest one, he helps his dad a lot, so he has a way of earning his own money. And so all the major things that young children usually have, possess, want, whatever, he buys for himself. So by the time Christmas rolls around, I don't have anything to really get for them except for more, I don't know, just for fun type things or practical things or stuff like that. Because they all take care of themselves. Not fully. I mean, as far as buying things for themselves. Anyway, so I decided one year that we would only give them filled stockings for Christmas, because that way I could get them a little something, and it's not, this tons of outlandish expensive things, because they don't want anything. Like when you ask them what they want for, whatever, for Christmas, for birthday, whichever, they're like, Mom, I don't, there's nothing, I don't want anything. And my 14-year-old, he's not into toys and has not been into toys for a while. It's kind of hard, you'll buy him a toy, he's just like, I'm not into it, so don't waste your money. So he's just like that. So going back to the whole stocking theme, the stockings were getting to where they were so overfilled because of what I wanted to do or accomplish for that holiday season that I moved on to like containers. And so that way it would just be more adequate for me when I'm making the gifts or whatever, or putting them together. And also in the end, the kids could use those containers for whatever. So this year will be our last year that we use these type of containers I'm going to show you. Next year, I plan on being more substantial. I'm going to get some wood crates. I'm going to stain those, and I'm going to get wood name tags. So I'm going to be more, I don't know, more practical, I guess, in a way. So for this year, instead of saying who got what and all that, I'm just going to show you some gift ideas for teen and young adults, which our daughter is almost 30. So it's kind of, to me, she's a young adult, and it's hard when they get older. It's hard trying to figure out what to get them, how to get, it's just harder when they're little kids and you can buy this toy or the latest gadget or this or that. It's a lot easier to buy for them, but as they get older, it's harder and harder to find gifts that they would like. And honestly, I'm about to the point where I'm just going to start giving them money. I'm just going to say, because it's just hard, and they would appreciate that more anyway. But I do have a few gift ideas I was just going to pass along to help those of us that also have that same problem where they're getting older and it's just hard. It's just hard. So I'm going to show you the things that I've got them, but some of the things are in boxes that you can't really tell what it is. So I'm going to insert a picture, and that way you'll at least kind of get an idea. Most of it I can show you with no problem, but some of those things it's going to just be pictures that I put up, and then that way you'll see, what they did get, so you can get a kind of an idea. So I did go to several different stores. Let's see, I shopped at Amazon, Five Below, Ollie's. If you've got an Ollie's in your area, those are like a really good place to get sometimes some of the gifts that you can't find elsewhere that are on the more high end, but they also have a lot of things that are like cheaper. So you need to check that out if you've got any kind of store like that. So I was able to get, especially the boys, they're a lot harder for me to buy for. The girls, no problem. Some lipstick, some nail polish, you know, face mask, you know, different little things like that. I can come up with that all day. It's the boys that are harder to shop for. We found these work lights. These were at Ollie's. They were only like $3. I just figured the boys could use these for, you know, different little projects that they have, or when they're working on their cars and they just need a light that they don't have to hold, like a flashlight, something like that. So I got them these. Also, I know this is going to sound cheesy, but I did the cleaning gel, you know, the gel that you can put in your car to clean the cup holders out and all that, and you shove it down in there, and it takes out all the little fine particles of dust and dirt and all that. I know it sounded cheesy, but I thought that would be a good idea because they're all about cleaning their cars right now and all that. So I got a few of those. Also, one child needed some more earbuds. So I found these. I'm trying to think. I think I got these at Five Below. So real cheap. And these have like a little case and a little key ring or whatever in case they wanted to put it on their belt loop, which they're probably not going to. But it's always good to have something like that. Also, you can't see this, but these are like little, it's a dust, I don't know how to say it, a duster brush type set kind of thing that you can use to also clean the interior of your car. And I'll be putting up a picture so you can see what this is. And another little fun thing that I found, you know, it's they would never buy this for themselves. And it was really cheap. So this little thing here, these are like little, I don't know what you call them. Let me see. They're what you call an LED lamp kind of situation. Okay. So you plug this in inside your car and it lights up the interior, and it has different colors that it comes with. I want to say that I bought the multi one. I can't remember, but they're really cheap. They're like less than $10. A lot of this stuff is like less than $10. And I'll put up a picture where you can see it. It lights up the whole floorboard of your car. And I thought, you know, boys trying to be, you know, cool and all that. I thought that would be a neat little thing. It's not something that they would technically buy for themselves. So I thought that would be a cute little thing I can just throw in their box for them for Christmas. Also, I was able to get some screen protectors because they need those. That's something that they would need that, you know, yes, they could buy them for themselves, but that's something that they would need on not a regular basis, but kind of semi-regular basis. So that's a good idea. It's practical. Any of them that need phone cases or pop sockets, that's also a really great idea. So one kid did need another case. Also, one child is into magic cards and stuff like that. Some kind of little card game that's very similar to Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. He needed some of these little, I'm not really sure what they are. They're for the cards. They're like little sleeves that kind of protect them. So I got those for him. For our daughter, I got her, she loves bath bombs and stuff like that, but she is very sensitive to smells. She's very, because she's very like migraine prone. So she's sensitive to smells. Her skin is real sensitive, so she can't just have any old thing put in the bathtub with her. So I got her a whole box of shower steamers so she could have, you know, the same kind of thing, sort of, but it wouldn't, hopefully it won't harm anything. And I got these off Amazon. Also for her, she loves anything face masks. So I got her a whole box of these, and she makes her husband do it with her. So there's plenty in here. I'm not even sure how many's in here anymore. Let's see. 10, I think. Face mask. So that'll be something fun for them to do. He's probably gonna hate it, but so I got those. So that's another really good idea, especially if you have a daughter-in-laws, stuff like that. They, all the beauty type things. I didn't have to get makeup for her because I wasn't sure what she needed or what she preferred or anything like that. So I get these kind of things. It's still all along the beauty line of it, the side of it, but it's not where I had to know certain colors or things like that. So our daughter is like into Hello Kitty, even though she's, as old as she is. So I thought, she said she likes for me to get these little knick-knacky type things for her because it's stuff that she technically wouldn't buy her for herself, but that she would like to have, if that makes sense, because they're just like little, little nothing, couple bucks here or there. She's busy, paying bills and doing her thing, and it's just something little, where I remember, something that she enjoyed as a child, and that kind of plays along that line. So Hello Kitty was her thing, and so Five Below had this little bowl and chopsticks. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's really cute. And I thought, she's probably not going to use the chopsticks, but the bowl, she could use it for anything. So I'm sure she'll like that. I also got her some of these little Hello Kitty, those little things that go under your eyes, gel pads. But, I mean, it's just fun little stuff. That they had some Halloween stuff, and I just grabbed it. And then here's another little face mask. She loves that stuff. So I got her those. Also, she is all into Disney princesses. So I got her just a little notepad. This one was in the dollar spot of Walmart. Walmart's got a little dollar spot area similar to Target. And I seen that, and I was like, it comes with a pen. It's just a little notebook and a pen. It was like $3. I just thought, well, that'd be something neat. So a lot of these are like little stocking stuffer type things that you would stuff in a stocking. But like I said, I kind of go a little bit overboard or a little bit more than what you would put in a typical stocking. Like back when we used to stuff their stockings and stuff like that, it would be like 5 or 6 things. So it's kind of along the same lines. It's just an expanded version. So, also, I try to get them like, some people do blankets and stuff like that. I chose to get them t-shirts instead because I feel like that's more something that they could use. I don't want to get them a blanket every single year because they're going to have tons of blankets by the time I'm done. And I just don't think they would go through them that often. They all wear t-shirts. They all love, wearing t-shirts. The boys, some of the boys have to wear them to work. Some of them wear them, throughout the day. Some of them, like our daughter probably would wear them to bed. Just different things like that. So I got each one some shirts. So our 14-year-old's gonna get this one. It's a gamer. He's a gamer, which they all are, but... And then... I can't remember which kid, but one of them's going to get this. Walmart has them pretty cheap. Five Below has them, but our Five Below doesn't. They're not, the sizes are not that great. So, Walmart, most of these come from Walmart. There's another one. They love I don't know what you call those shirts that have like the different drinks and all the different things on it. And there's another one from Walmart. And our daughter, I was able to get one for her from Five Below. And there's that one. So we're going to take the t-shirts, we're going to roll them up, we're going to put a little pretty ribbon on them. They're going to go in this container that I'm going to show you. And at the end of this, I'm going to show you how I assembled everything into one of these containers. And this year we're going to be putting them in plastic, like gift basket, plastic cellophane. and I put bows on them, stuff like that. I couldn't find a lot of stuff like that I was, really looking for to kind of coordinate my gift. So I'm going to just make do with what we have, and I'll show you the containers I bought this year as well, like I said. Okay, so our kids are all into video games. I'm pretty sure most of the world is also a fan. Between that and anime, they love anime as well. I decided to get them some of these Funko Pops, I think they're called. I wasn't into anything like that as a kid, but all of them have some sort of something having to do with either anime or Funko Pops, or they're all like that. So what I did do, which one of my sons is not, he's into more like movies. He is into games, but there was nothing that I could find that was, suitable. So, hold on. The cat let herself in. So, one son likes the fairy tale, I think it's a show, or is it a movie? I don't know. See, I don't know. He liked that, so I got him one of those. One is into My Hero Academia. Never heard of it, but into that. One wanted a Ronald Reagan Funko Pop. I don't know. Our daughter is into Princess Bride, and not Walmart, I'm sorry. Amazon had these. The Princess Buttercup, so I got that for her. And our one son is into that show called The Witcher. And so I got him one of these. Now, he's probably going to display this in his room, just like the rest of them are going to display theirs in their room. And we have two sons that are into FNAF. So they had these at Five Below. I don't know what they're called. So they have little vinyl figures in them that are related to the movie in the books and the whole thing. They're called Mystery Minis. So we don't know what's in the box. We know it's a figurine, but we don't know which one. So I got one for each of the boys that are into these. Okay, let's see. What is left? Okay, so just like every stocking, most people put snacks or candy or whatever in a stocking. So I had an idea. I was going to get the carbonated drinks, the Pepsis, the Dr. Peppers, all the stuff, the minis, the little small drinks. I'm going to put some of those in there and in their container. And I'm going to get them some beef jerky. We're going to get them some fruit snacks because they're into that. And I went to Five Below. They have a bigger assortment of candy than I can find at like Walmart. That's affordable, if that makes sense. Some of it seemed like it wasn't, but so I was like, I'm going to get some of their childhood favorites if I can find them, which is getting harder and harder to do, by the way. And we're going to put that in here too. So they got some Pez. They got some of these candy buttons. I found the old Sweethearts. So that was something that I thought would be fun. Nerds, a box of Nerds, and a small box of Sour Patch Kids. Is that what they're called? Yeah, Sour Patch Kids. So they had all of those there. I mean, of course you could go nuts and just keep buying and buying and buying and buying. I have my 14-year-old's fixing to get braces, so I didn't want to get too much of the sticky candy or anything like that because some of that he may not be able to eat. Now, the container. The container that we're going to use is this little plastic thing here. I got them at Walmart. I think they were either 4 something or 5 something. I can't remember. But this should be able to hold what I need, to go in it. Or I'm going to make it fit. So, it should work though. these are really more of a practical thing than a display kind of thing, if that makes sense. Because what I wanted was a container like this, but clear, and I could not find one. If you can ever find anything like that, that is like what you need to get, because it's just going to look better aesthetically. But these is the closest thing I could find. Perfect size. It's just not exactly what I was going for. But I'm going to put everything in this and try to make up one of these baskets for you so you can kind of see, or containers, whatever you want to call it. And that way you can see the idea that I had for this. But like I said, next year we're going to make what they call Christmas Eve boxes, but they're not technically Christmas Eve. They're going to be their Christmas Day gift. So I'm really more excited about getting started with that. So, but that's next year. This year, I got to stay on task, and y'all know how I get off task really easy. So it's time to put this stuff together, and so I can show you exactly what my idea was. Okay, y'all. So this is my assembly of this, and I'm not that great at it, so please bear with me. First thing that you're going to have to do is get you a container. Now, for the life of me, I cannot remember the size of this container. I just knew kind of like what I was looking for, and I needed it to have some depth and, you know, all that. Like I said before, I wanted these to be clear, but I couldn't find any that were affordable. These were all about $5 a piece, give or take. So I was able to get 5 of these with no problem. That's how many I needed, was 5. I even tried to find in my area the shredded colored paper, you know, that you usually put in gift bags. Can't find it. I may, after this video, go back and look and see. Maybe there's a few places I missed, and now I'll try to find it there. But for the sake of the video, we're just going to use some tissue paper. And of course, I didn't have any colored paper. Thought I did, but I didn't. It'll stand out a lot more if this is colored. So this is just to show y'all kind of how to assemble. And no, I am not an expert. So, we also are going to put some little drinks in here. These are the minis. And we're going to put some jerky in there. And I also got this. I'm going to try to leave this in the box. But those are just some of their little things that they like the most. And I didn't want to fill it all up with food. I just wanted to have like little thing. I call them little knick-knacky things. Because they don't really, they're just not, they're kind of practical gifts, but kind of not. You know, just kind of an array of things just for them to play with, to have, you know, not that big a deal. So we're going to make the one for my daughter first. Well, this is the only one I'm going to show you. I'm not going to show you every single one because that would be redundant. But I'm just going to show you this one. That way you kind of get an idea. Also, I bought some little small candies as well. So I'll throw those in there as well. So let's see. Probably start with one of our bigger things first. I'll make sure y'all can see that. And then work my way down in size. And try to use up as much space as I possibly can. And if I have to in the end, I will take some of this stuff out of the containers. And hopefully, you know, that'll help with space. Also, the shirts, I took some dollar store ribbon. I got this at the dollar store. Price for $1, but it actually rang up 75 cents, so that saved me some money. And then I just put a bow around there. And I'm just going to stick that in there like that. That'll also help with space. Okay, and then some of her smaller things that doesn't really, I don't really want it to stand out that much, which would be, you know, the Halloween things. I mean, why would we want that there? I put in her notebook here. Here's her little bowl. And let's see. I'm going to put her minis in where I can find a spot. And each kid's going to get like 5 of these a piece. You could, of course, do more. You know, that's just up to you. I was trying to save money, so the way I figured it would be 5 per child. And so You know, some of this, I know that some people tape everything in, but I'm going to try to not do that. Like this Pez dispenser, the way it's set up, I may have to take it out of the package. I'm going to try not to, but so it gets kind of hectic there for a second because I'm trying to fit it all in. There's her nerds. Let's see. And then just loosely throw some candy in, some Christmas candy here and there. And that's it. Now, I've got these bags from Hobby Lobby. They are basket bags. And what I'm going to do, I got the size, let's see, what size did I get? Let me put that on there so y'all can see. My Hobby Lobby was already selling out of stuff, and I bought this stuff several weeks ago, a couple weeks ago. And I don't know how to do the shrink wrap. I'm going to get my son to help me with that. If I can do it with these, I'm not sure. So I'm going to take these, we're going to put these in these cellophane bags, and then Hobby Lobby had these bows. I'm going to put this at the top, and basically that's going to be their gift. They're older now, so they don't get a lot of, you know, some of the things that, I'm sorry, that was too loud. Some of the things that they typically would as a young child. So this is kind of just a little something. And also we have her little buttercup figurine. I've got to try to figure out how I'm going to get it in there. But yeah, that's basically her gift. And like I said, I'm not an expert or anything like that, but that kind of gives you an idea of how to set one of these up. Just kind of stick it in a spot. You're going to always try to go with your taller things at the back. I tried to do that, but sometimes it doesn't work. But if I have to, I will tape all this to make sure it don't move, but I don't think it's going to move. And it's quite heavy. It weighs a good bit. Over 5 pounds, I'm sure. So that's what we're doing. And hopefully you got some ideas from it. Hopefully it gives you something to go by. Of course, you know, you're not going to do the exact same thing I did, but it kind of gives you an idea of different things that you could do, things that maybe you didn't think about, stuff like that. Because it's really hard for an older teen and young adults. It's get really hard to buy for them. And my daughter, she doesn't cook, and she doesn't like people getting her homey things because she feels like it's for the home and not for her. So we try to get her some stuff that was just for her. And then as well, you know, for her husband, and then all my children, the rest of my children. I just try to get something that just for them, so that the little basket's just all about them, if that makes sense. Okay. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.